Hey guys, so in today's video, I am sharing with you my 7 top tips for getting longer, healthier hair. So if your hair is damaged or you're trying to grow your hair out to be longer and it's just kind of stuck at a certain point and you feel like it just won't grow no matter what you do, I am sharing with you some things today that will really truly help. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, keep watching. Hey everyone, I'm Mallory and I am here to help you out today. If you have any kind of hair struggles that I mentioned just a second ago, the tips in my video are really going to help. Just a little backstory before I started doing these things that I'm going to talk about with you today. My hair was damaged, it had a lot of breakage, and just honestly wouldn't grow past like right here, shoulder length, maybe a little past that, but it really just wouldn't grow no matter what I did. So before I started doing all of these things, I did some research. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I did a lot of things out of trial and error. And these are the things that I have stuck with. A couple of them are just kind of habits. And then I have a few products that I use, and nothing I'm going to tell you about is expensive. Most of the things you can find at Target or Walmart or Ulta. Nothing here is over $20, and that's only one item. The other things I use are probably less than $7 each. So totally affordable. And these are the things that have made a huge amount of difference for me. And my hair grows like a weed now. It's so crazy how well my hair grows, and it's super healthy and super strong. So I thought maybe I would share some of my knowledge. Okay, so tip number 1: be really careful about the hair tie you use. I know this is something that's probably sounds very basic and very beginner, and I don't think in 2019 many of us are using the hair ties anymore that have the little metal clamp. But I was still using the elastic hair ties, like the same kind of elastic without the metal, and I was having so much breakage, which I didn't understand because they didn't have the little metal piece, which is notorious for pulling out your hair, breaking it. But I switched to these, and they're these like seamless little hair ties. um, and they make a huge, huge, huge difference. Ever since I started using these rather than just the elastic ones, even without the metal, I have no breakage anymore in like the ponytail area, which I used to really struggle with. So if you are an avid ponytail wearer like I am, make sure you're using a hair tie that does not damage your hair. Tip number 2: use Head and Shoulders. Okay, so you're probably thinking, I don't have dandruff. Why would I use Head and Shoulders? Well, I didn't either. I never had a problem with dandruff, but I kept hearing and reading that Head and Shoulders was really good to use on your hair if you're wanting your hair to grow. I don't know if it's because it's so moisturizing to your scalp or what, but honestly, it made a huge difference in getting my hair to grow. And I know it sounds crazy. I kind of just gave it a shot because before that, I had just been making sure I bought like sulfate free shampoo and conditioner, which honestly, I never even noticed, even when using it diligently, I never noticed a difference in like the health of my hair, the overall look of my hair. And I know maybe it's better for your hair, but it wasn't doing a thing for me. So I just thought, you know what, I'll try Head and Shoulders. I've never bought it before. And wow, I really feel like that helps with my hair growth. So I know it's probably something that you haven't even considered. And I don't know if it's just one of the ingredients that's supposed to be good for the people who do have dandruff for their scalp. I don't know, but honestly, I feel like it really, really helped. Tip number 3: be careful what you do when your hair is wet. This is more of a habit than a product or a thing to do. My really big problem I did whenever I would wash my hair before I would like dry it with a towel, I would always wring it out. And I know that sounds terrible now that I'm saying it out loud. I would just be like, but that caused so much breakage in my hair, just tremendous amount of breakage. So now I just take the towel and I, put it around my hands and then just kind of pat dry like that. Definitely don't wring it out. And I don't even know why I was ever doing that, honestly, but I don't feel like I was the only person or I'm the only person who has ever done that. So if that's something you have a habit of doing and maybe you're not even realizing that you do it until I've brought it up because it just came so natural, when you try to get water out of something, you kind of do that. But don't wring out your hair. I don't know what I was thinking, and wow, I haven't done that in a long time now. But that did help a lot too with my breakage. So whatever you do, when your hair is wet, it's kind of at like a very vulnerable state. So you want to make sure that you're taking even a little bit more care of it than you do when it's dry. So don't wring out your hair. Okay, tip number 4, use a wide tooth comb. So for the majority of my life, I used a brush and then I moved to a wet brush later on. And honestly, I don't feel like the wet brush even helped with my breakage. Tip number 5, use split end solution. So this is something that I've used for probably about 10 years. This is the only thing I'm going to show you that costs more than like $7. So it's about $20, I think, at Ulta. But you know, you can always use the 350 coupon anytime you go there. So you'll automatically get 350 off because it's over 15 bucks. And this lasts me probably 4 to 6 months. It's just the Redken anti-snap leave-in treatment. And it works so well. This is like one of those products that I always, always, always replace before I run out of it because I do not want to be without it. It makes a huge difference. So after I wash my hair and I've just towel dried it, I will do like 3 or 4 pumps of this and kind of just work it through my hair with my fingers. And then you just leave it in, then comb your hair, dry it, style it, do whatever you're going to do after that. Okay, and before I move on to my next tip, I do also want to say that something that you have to do, unfortunately, when you're trying to get your hair healthier is to cut out the heat. And I never cut it out entirely whenever I was trying to improve the health of my hair, but I've probably in the past 2 years have straightened my hair maybe 5 times, maybe. This is just my natural hair, which is pretty straight. I did blow dry it, but I like to try to wait till my hair is like 80% dry after washing it before I use a blow dryer on it because it will take me maybe 5 minutes once it's that dry. So I have very limited exposure to heat. But the less heat you use on your hair, the better. And tip number 6, use coconut oil. And this is my biggest, biggest, biggest tip of anything I'm giving you today. Coconut oil will transform your hair. Even after you've used it for 1 or 2 times, I feel like you will see a huge, huge difference. So before you use this, if you've never used coconut oil, this one is like $4.99, I believe, at Walmart. And you just want to make sure you get the virgin, unrefined, expeller pressed organic coconut oil. It's pretty important to make sure you get a good quality coconut oil, and this will last me forever. A little goes a long way. And if you've never applied it to your hair before, watch a few YouTube videos, read about it. I can make a video about this on how to apply it because I feel like I have it down to a fine art, but that would be another video because it would take a little bit of explanation. Not messy. It's honestly really easy to apply. It seems way more daunting than it is. But once you get the hang of it and once you put this in your hair, you will notice a difference immediately. I promise. Within 1 to 2 times, your hair should be drastically improved, especially if you have damaged, broken, just hair in need of some major moisture. This is your answer. I promise. I preach about organic coconut oil in your hair to anyone who will listen. This is like the thing I've been telling people about for years, and I know either people like use this all the time or they've never really heard of it. So if you haven't done it, please try it. I remember the first time I used this, the next day after I had used it, 3 different people asked me if I had done something different to my hair. No joke. So it really does work. Tip number 7, make sure you are preparing your hair before you color it. So before I get my hair done, when I do get blonde in my hair, because my natural color is more like dark blonde slash light brown, I don't know, but I still get blonde in my hair. So before I do, I make sure my hair is very, very moisturized because if I go in with dry hair and then get my hair done, I still see breakage even when my hair is super healthy. So something that I definitely recommend, it's like $7 or so at Ulta, Joico Intense Hydrator, and I just buy the trial size because I use this very seldomly, it really only before I get my hair done, and one little trial size packet lasts for probably a good 3 uses. You basically just put it on in the shower, leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes, I think, and then rinse it out. And then afterwards, your hair feels super moisturized, super, super healthy. And so it's a great thing to apply within the day or two before you get your hair done. So you're going in with your hair in the best possible condition. Okay, and then after I've had my hair done, the next time I wash my hair, I will either do the coconut oil on it or I do the Joico Reconstructor. Um, and this one is also from Ulta. Both of those, I believe, are $7 each, and I just get the trial size on this too. This one has a really weird consistency, and it smells kind of like tanning lotion, but it is so good for your hair after you've had it colored. I highly recommend this. Just basically the next time I wash my hair after having it colored, I will put this in, let it sit, do this almost basically the same thing as I did with the hydrator, and it really helps kind of restore your hair after you've put color in it. So I hope these tips were helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. These are all things that work tremendously well for me. So I hope that something I've said today will be something that maybe you haven't tried that will work really well for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I have a lot more videos coming. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.